fantastic result tonight against Malmo, or should I say Bromby, because they're a Diddy team from Denmark. I guess that is the ongoing gimmick at the minute. They're hyping up, oh, 2011, we beat you, then you went down to the fourth tier. We've always beat you, that's history. Well, tonight was history, because Rangers have done what hasn't been done before. We've never beaten a Swedish opposition, which I think is pretty incredible, to be honest. Don't understand how that works, because, it's not a great league at the end of the day. But there's a lot of games. I mean, 4 games against Malmo, it's 2 wins, 2 draws. But hell, you guess what, guys? You can add a win in there for Rangers. Thoroughly deserved. Should have won about 6, but we have to start at the beginning of the game. And immediately with the starting 11, it's probably as good as it's going to get these days. When you factor in injuries, I mean, I wouldn't ideally want Tom Lawrence to start, but it is what it is. And I like it Bajrami played in his actual position, but this guy looks good. Bajrami looks like a very good football player. Kazim started. Floyd had a great game tonight. Probably one of the guys up for debate for man of the match. But for me, we'll get to that. We'll get to the man of the match and all that stuff towards the end of this video. But I can't remember who it was, but a guy from Malmo boots it back to the goalie. Cyril Dessers reads it. Phenomenal fune. Cyril Dessers reads it and goes round the goalie. All he's got to do, look up, put it in the back of the net. Does he look up and put it in the back of the net? He doesn't either. He doesn't look up. He looks down at the post. I'm going to hit that. Hits the post. Luckily, falls to Bajrami, and he puts it into the back of the net. And great start to the game, right? Phenomenal. Kicking off an away game in Europe with that, goal. But let's be honest, man. It's like another instalment in how bad the finishing is in this game. We didn't obviously at that stage of the match. You don't know what's going to happen with the misses for Dessers, Tierney, etc., etc. But Dessers, man, he really needs to sort this out. It's always going to hold him back. But I think the rest of his game is brilliant. I really, really do, man. His hold-up play, he can run, he can hold people off. But it's not a case of. If Dessers could finish like 90% of each shot he had, right, he'd be playing for a top team in Europe. I think he's that good, but I'm not asking for that. I'm just asking for like a 10% conversion rate, because at the minute, man, it's like you don't know what you're going to get. But Bajrami gets his first goal for Rangers. I believe he hasn't got an assist yet either, so he got his first goal, which is brilliant. His first goal contribution. Fantastic. Malmo after this, they get an offside goal. The guy was about 10 yards offside, so there's not much point. There's not much point me even, sitting here and be like, oh, well, if that went in. No, because it was 10 yards offside. There's no debate about it, man. It's just offside at the end of the day. Then after this, we have a few more chances. We're dominating, man. They didn't even have a shot on target the entire match, the match of football. But ball gets played up to Dessers. He flicks it through to the big man, big Tierney, right? And what I don't understand with Tierney is like, what's going on? Because he has got so much time and he puts it wide. It's not like the goalie made a great save. It's not like he's rattled the post or he's rattled the bar. He's put it wide by about 4 yards, man. Unforgivable, in my personal opinion. You need to make this 2-0. This guy came in, first game against Motherwell. He got a couple of minutes against Hearts, to be fair, but first real game against Motherwell, scored that great goal. I feel like that won a lot of people over, but I've quickly realised, I've sobered up to Tierney. He doesn't look all that good. He's very predictable. I mean, I think cutting in his left, he whips out the great pass, right, and he does have like the ability to have a great shot, but there is something lacking from his game, and I don't know what it is, but maybe it could just be a lot of things. Who knows? But Dessers and Bajrami are up next. They mess up a 2-on-1. Oh, plays it across. It's overhit, and then Bajrami tries to play it back to Dessers, but then it ends up going out, and it's like, we get a corner, and then we're denied a Stonewall penalty. Can't recall who was actually getting held, but it didn't even get checked, man. And I don't know. We've seen a bunch of these now in the past couple of games just completely go unchecked. Obviously, we got one against Dundee, but there should have been another one given in that game. People try to pretend it wasn't a penalty. And then tonight, what was the excuse? Didn't even check it, man. That took us into half-time. We should be about 3 or 4-0 up, and you're thinking, right, that's probably going to come back to bite us early on in the second half. But, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I thought Malmo were the better team in the second half without doing anything. They had half chances, like they were getting in the dangerous areas, but they were overhitting their final ball, overhitting their final pass. Dessers then gets played through. Brilliant, man. Chef's kiss. The pass, the run, perfect. All you've got to do is put it in the back and he balloons it, man. I'm pretty sure it went out for a throw-in. Throw-in, goal kick. It needs to rustle the net, mate, and make us 2-0 at this stage. It doesn't work that way. Bajrami then gets took off for Ross. No, actually, no. Tierney gets took off for Ross McCausland. Who came on for Bajrami? Was it Sterling that came on for Bajrami? Can't necessarily remember. Let me see, it's right there. It was Sterling for Bajrami. Who came on? Can't necessarily see who came on. Who was the other substitute? But yeah, Dessers should score that. He doesn't. I mean, it's nothing new at this stage, man. Dessers just misses chances. McCausland, he makes it 2-0. Fantastic. Great goal, in off the post. He's done that a few times in the Europa League. He did it last year against Aris Limassol. Straight after this, Tom Lawrence drags his shot wide. And then Dessers goes on a bit like a 90-yard run and just decides to do nothing with it, which is just like a waste of energy. Who was the other sub? Lawrence. I can't see the other. Oh, Raskin, that's who it was. Raskin. I'm trying to read Ali McCoy's to screen, but it's very small. Kazim Weirjo, who I thought had a really good game. Ball played into him from Bajrami, and he absolutely ballooned it over. So, yeah, you know, I'm probably missing a bunch of other chances that we had. I know for a fact I am. We could have won 6-0 tonight, which is insane to say. And dare I say, maybe things are going in the right direction. But let's not get complacent. Let's not pretend that we've got 11 Champions League winners on that pitch. Let's not pretend that we're going to walk to a quad. Let's just keep winning games. Let's not get carried away. And let's just, see where it takes us this season. Because, you look at TikTok, you look at things like that, and people, we've got the best position on the park everywhere. We don't. But let's just shut up. Let's back the team and let's see what they're capable of. And tonight, if they can replicate tonight's performance in every other game this season, you'll win trophies. I can guarantee it because it was very good. As for my man of the match, I'm going to give it to John Souttar. Thought he was really good, really composed, and the main reason why, in my opinion, Malmo were limited to nothing. They didn't have any shots on target. Thought Proper had a good game as well. I'd say man of the match probably between Souttar, Kazim Weirjo, and Diamonde. And Bajrami. I thought he was good. He got himself his goal as well, but again, he couldn't really miss it at the end of the day. But anyway, 2-0 against Malmo. The Danish jabronis have been defeated. And until next time, peace.